We welcome you to Season 2 of the Irwin Tools Cup Series. We're at the Atlanta Speedway for the first race of 12. We have 37 drivers ready to take on this half-mile track for 10 miles, as Atlanta is one of the roughest tracks on the circuit, as you have this long back straightaway and the turns. This is one of the oldest surfaces in NASCAR, and that's what really makes this place a challenge for all of these drivers today, hoping to lock their spot into the Season 2 chase, and they are at the ready after a 3-month off season. So we're going to get a look at your starting lineup for race 1. On the pole is Kyle Busch, your defending champ, and Brad Keselowski is right alongside. Jimmy Johnson is right behind him, and Martin Truex Jr. hoping to build on his Season 1 success. Joey Logano, and then he's trying to do well after winning Daytona, and Kevin Harvick, who made the championship forward. Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch, two guys who made the round of 8 in Season 1. Matt Kenseth, disappointment, missed the round of 8, and Carl Edwards was just a couple points from advancing to the championship race. Two young guns, Chase Elliott and Austin Dillon, almost made the chase in Season 1, hoping to do that in Season 2. Casey Kane and Ryan Blaney, they want to build on their success, maybe steal a spot from one of the favorites. Jamie McMurray and Alex Bowman, who the new driver is, he'll be filling in for 7 races for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kyle Larson missed the chase by 1 turn at Richmond, and Ryan Newman, who squeaked in last season. Paul Menard and Trevor Bayne, 2 underdogs who you never know what this system could bring. Tony Stewart in his final season, and A.J. Allmendinger hoping to make the chase for the second season in a row. Ricky Stenhouse and Greg Biffle. Roush has been in a slump, but maybe that can change in this season. Danica Patrick and then Casey Mears. Mears could be driving for his racing career here, as Ty Dillon will take over. And there's Ty Dillon. We already talked about him. And Michael McDowell, who will be back in Season 3, hoping to do well. Almirola and Landon Castle building momentum, trying back here. Chris Buescher, who is a young star, has a lot of potential. And David Reagan hoping to perform. Matt DiBenedetto and Regan Smith, both sporting throwbacks. They are really hoping for some success. Brian Scott, who's retiring at the end of the season, and Clint Boyer, just 12 more races, Clint. And then Jeffrey Earnhardt rounds out the field, uncertain about his future, so he could be racing. And so, Hot Wheels Track Builder Cup Series is your honorary starter, and he's going to lead the field to green. Season 2 is here. The wait is over, and the pace car pulls off. Green flag is in the air here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here we go into turn 1. Kyle Busch has the lead. Logano looks low, and as they head in, it looks like they're continuing. Keselowski gets the run on the outside. Kyle Busch going to try to battle back, but Joey Logano right behind them. 3 wide early. And Kyle Larson, he's making some moves in the back. Lap 2 out of 10. Keselowski leads. Kyle Busch in second. Harvick battling Logano. Busch goes high. He's going to see if he can get the run and get on to Brad Keselowski. Keselowski keeps the lead down the backstretch. Keselowski trying to lead this field. Kyle Busch right behind him. He continues to hold him off. Lap 3 out of 10. Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano. Kyle Busch is trying to do something to get by Keselowski. Busch is there. Can he get to him? Keselowski still ahead. Busch takes the high line. He's going to try to get around Harvick. And Busch back on the outside. Kyle Busch, the defending champ, takes the lead. Lap 4 out of 10. Harvick got by Logano for a second. And now Jimmy Johnson, who's really good at Atlanta, gets by. And Kyle Larson working that outside line, which he is good at. You can see Tony Stewart in the back there and others. As you can see, Kyle Busch continues to lead. Keselowski behind him as they are just flying through. Kyle Busch leads yet again. Kyle Busch. And then, oh no, trouble! Regan Smith and Brian Scott and Jeffrey Earnhardt into the wall. Caution is out. Big wreck here. And that is not the start they were hoping for. And we're going to look at this wreck again. Regan Smith and Brian Scott. I guess Scott got loose and he wrecks. And then there's Brian Scott going on the hook. and Jeffrey Earnhardt as well. So a bad start behind them. Both of them had terrible seasons, and this is certainly not how they want to start. And Regan Smith is on pit road, going to repair his car, and he will continue this race. And now we're going to restart. Lap 7 out of 10. Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski lead us off. Green flag is in the air, and here we go. And it looks like 3 wide. Harvick and Keselowski and Kyle Busch 3 wide, and back in the pack. It's stacked up, and Hamlin gets loose into Chase Elliott. And wow, Chase Elliott hard into the wall. Caution is out for Chase Elliott. Hard impact. It looks like big wreck. Let's look at this though. Harvick, look at that. Johnson goes by, and then you can see Hamlin, I guess Truex got into Hamlin. I'm really surprised Hamlin saved that car. But Chase Elliott doesn't get the best of it as he ends up wrecked. As remember, last season he had some rough outings that kept him out of the chase. So this could affect him this season. So this is going to lead up for 2 laps to go. Here we go. Green flag is in the air here at Atlanta. Who is going to win this race? Kyle Larson 3 wide, and Jimmy Johnson up front got a great restart. Him and Kyle Busch got a great excel, and Harvick is the big loser out of that one. He's already back to 3rd. Johnson trying to win in Atlanta. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Does Kyle Busch, the defending champ, have something for Jimmy Johnson? Jimmy Johnson in turn 2. He's doing really well down the backstretch. Here he goes. Kyle Busch on the outside. He gets by him. Kyle Busch, the defending champ, is going to excel here in the right way as he wins at Atlanta. And this is a great start to his championship defending season. And he is your winner here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. What an amazing finish. Look at this. He gets a great run down the backstretch, and on the outside, powers by Jimmy Johnson, and Kyle Busch gets the win here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and here he is. He's going to do his burnout, and Kyle Busch had a great performance by him, and this is great. As congrats to Brandon Gomez for winning this race. It was certainly a big one. So we're going to take a look at your results. So Kyle Busch won. Jimmy Johnson, heartbreaking 2nd. Kyle Larson got 3rd. And you can see back here a lot of consistent days for the front guys. Not that much. Austin Dillon 9th. A lot of other guys. Casey Kane, Ryan Newman, Allmendinger, Tony Stewart in 19th. I've got to document. Matt Kenseth got 16th. He really struggled today. That's going to be something to scratch your heads about. You can see Michael McDowell, 24th. Casey Mears, 26th. Chris Buescher got a 30th. A lot of underdogs down here. And on this last page, big notable, Chase Elliott gets in a wreck. He finishes 35th. That's a big hurt. And here's your points. Kyle Busch locks himself in. Jimmy Johnson, Harvick, Larson, Brad Keselowski, Logano, Truex, and Ryan Blaney 1 point ahead. Casey Kane out. And you can see Alex Bowman doing pretty well. And for the 88 car, they could possibly make the chase if the two of them combine for those points. So congrats to Kyle Busch and Brandon Gomez for winning this race and locking themselves into the Season 2 chase. And remember last year, Kyle Busch didn't get a win until the chase. So this is a big start for him. Race 2 will be out next week at the Auto Club Speedway. It's going to be really exciting to see who clinches with Kyle Busch. So that's the end of the video, guys. So if you like this video, give it a like me on Facebook, NASCAR Race Fan, YouTube, NASCAR Next News page. Subscribe for more videos. This is NASCAR Race Fan 2015 signing out from the Atlanta Speedway. And once again, congrats.